Hello and welcome to step 9 of Marketing Domination. I'm Andrew Sokol, and I have great news for you. You are almost finished optimizing your website. Today what we're going to do is get you a tool that's going to accomplish two things. First, it's going to help your website continue to rank higher in the Google search results, which is our ultimate goal. And second, it's going to give you some very valuable information about how people find your website and what they do once they're there. This tool is called Google Analytics. Let me show you how to get it. You'll begin at google.com/analytics. Now don't worry, I've included a link in your email and below this video. Once you're there, in the upper right corner, you'll see this big blue button that says Access Analytics. Simply click it, and you'll be taken to a login page. Now here you can use the same login information that you created in an earlier step when you used the Google Keyword Tool. If you haven't done that yet, simply come up here, click the button, and you'll be able to create a Google account very easily. When you first log in, you'll be asked to enter some contact information. This is a good idea just in case you should lose access to your account for any reason or can't remember your password. It will give you a way to get back into your account. Once you've entered the information, click Save and Continue. And this is where you will actually sign up for your account. Click the button here. And then follow the prompts that Google asks for, beginning with your website's URL, the name that you'd like to give your account, some other information, and then continue following the prompts until you've completed all of the questions that Google asks. When you get to the final page, you'll end up here. And here you have a couple of choices. First, you can choose the kind of website that you want to gather statistics for. For most people, it's a single domain, a single website, so you'll just leave this button as is. Then, step number 2, you're going to copy this HTML code and paste it into your website. In fact, you'll see right here where it says, copy the following code, then paste it onto every page you want to track immediately before the closing head tag. Do you remember where the closing head tag is from previous steps? Let me show you. Right up here at the top of the HTML for this page is the opening head tag. And if you come down and look a little bit lower, you'll see a slash and then the word head. The slash means this is a closing tag. In this case, it's the closing head tag. So right in here is where I'm going to paste the HTML so that I can track the statistics and information for this particular web page. Now, if you're using WordPress, this is particularly easy to do because there are plugins you can find that will do almost all of this work for you. Now, although it's relatively easy, this does involve HTML code. So if you're not comfortable with it, you might want to have your web designer help you, or at the very least, someone who understands HTML and is somewhat comfortable with it. And what's the point of doing all this? Well, as I said, by having analytics installed on your website, it will help your rankings in the Google search results, but it will also provide you with some very interesting and useful information. Let me show you. In about 24 hours, you can return to google.com/analytics and again click on the big blue button. This time you'll be taken to a dashboard where you can select the website you want information for. And I'm just going to click through some of these buttons and show you some of the fascinating information that you can discover through Google Analytics. Numbers of visits, page views, pages per visit, average time on site, how many visits you've had, absolute unique visitors, visitors over time, average numbers of pages each visitor looks at, technical profiles including what kind of browser they were using, new versus returning, languages that are spoken by the people who visit your website, trends, including visits. Unique visitors, that is, people who have come to your website for the very first time. Time on site. Do they find your site interesting? Do they stay and spend time reading and looking? How many pages do they look at while they're on your site? You can see it's just a plethora of interesting information that's useful when it comes to understanding which pages work, what campaigns might be working for you, what your visitors find most interesting, where your traffic is coming from, which keywords are drawing the most traffic for you, and all kinds of important and other relevant information. So for step 9, you're going to roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty with a little HTML by adding Google Analytics to your website. Why? 2 reasons. First, it will help your website's search engine rankings, and second, it will provide you with valuable and interesting information that will help you make your website more effective. I'll give you a few days to work on that, then I'll see you back here for step 10. Take care. Bye.